Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back to the farm. It is a beautiful day today, a little bit hazy. You can kind of see out towards the Saskatoon Mountain there. A little hazy. Although it is beautiful, gorgeous, warm day, nice. I'm going to try my best to have a good day today. Yeah, you can jump on that rock.
No.
You don't want to jump on that rock?
No. But I need help.
Okay. Jump. Good job. Yeah, although it's a beautiful day, I'm extremely anxious today. I had full intent of putting a belt buckle on my belt. One specific belt buckle, in fact, it belonged to my dad. It's been sitting in my bedroom window for forever, long time. And I went today to grab it and it wasn't there. And I don't know if during some house cleaning it got moved, or if during a garage sale it got rehomed, or just where exactly it is. But I've searched the sea can, I've searched the study, I've searched the bedroom, I've searched all the junk drawers. I've searched and searched and searched and can't find it. So it's a Montana Silversmiths spread eagle gold rim and beautiful belt buckle. I bought it for my dad. I think it was for his 60th birthday. And then when he passed away, that was one of two things that I took home. I took some photos of my dad and that belt buckle. So really hope a guy finds that, because that's going to suck if it's gone. So if you were at a garage sale in Beaver Lodge recently and you somehow, tucked away in a drawer of a piece of furniture or something, you found this silver belt buckle with a golden eagle on it, a gold rim, hit me up, because I need that back at all costs. I need it back. Anyways, we do have to get on with the day. So I got the side-by-side taken off the flat deck trailer, and we're going to haul this right down to Emerson Trail Building Supplies, go see Bevan over there and get some materials for the old poultry palace there. I need some strapping for the roof. So I'm going to do 2x4 on this side, and on the opposite side I'm going to do 1x4. Why is that? That doesn't seem to make any sense whatsoever. Well, the reason being is that I'm going to keep the OSB and the shingles that are on what was the north side. And so I'm just going to strap this side to the bare studs. So that creates a size difference, right? You got 3/8 of an inch plus whatever the thickness of the shingles is. So that's why I'm going to go one side thicker than the other. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm going to do it anyways because it makes sense to me. Because where it makes sense to me is because of the insulation properties of what's here already. I'm just going to take advantage of that. Well, that was quick. We are back from Emerson Trail Building Supplies. I've got $106 worth of lumber there. Doesn't seem like much, but you know what?
So hot.
There's a reason I always go there. There's actually multiple reasons I go there. So one, it's just right up the road. We're on 102, he's on 105. So it's right up the road. Support local. That's a huge thing. Second thing, he's always fair on price. You go to any one of the other big stores and he's right there on par with them for the same material. Thirdly, the quality. So I could have gone to Grand Prairie, or even closer, I could have gone to Beaver Lodge and just got $100 worth of hockey sticks. This stuff is actually straight. So you're not going to get that at the Home Depot. You're not even going to get that at Home Hardware. You're just going to get warp-de-woos. But the fourth reason, and probably the biggest reason, a couple years ago when that kid T-boned me just up the road here and blew the horse trailer off the side of the truck, when the cops get there, there's this big wreck in the middle of an intersection, and it could, not that it did, but it could turn into a he said, she said. And Bevan witnessed that accident, and he stepped right up to that cop and he said, hey, here's how it all played out. And he just, and without a hesitation, he just told the cop how it was. And I respect that. I really respect that. So I'm always going to go up there first before I go anywhere else. Whew. Lucky. I think the wife must have put it in the jewelry box when she thought the window guys were coming to replace the one bedroom window there. Let me get that rigged up on the old belt right now. There we go. Right uptown. All right, well, I'm gonna get some batteries. See if we can't get some strapping nailed up here. I was just watching the news. Something was just absolutely wild to me. So back in June of this year, 94% of the teachers actually voted to strike because, well, it's a big wage concern, right? They've got like, 12% increase in 10 years. So it's not even close to matching like cost of living increase. I think cost of living increase like in 2023, 2024 was close to 3% just in that year alone, right? So never mind over the course of 10 years. So they probably should have got like 25 to 30% increase over a course of 10 years, and they're just not there. So there's been rumors floating around between the ATA, the Alberta Teachers Association, and some of the parent groups that prepare yourself, like maybe get your kids booked in for day home because something might happen here right after Labor Day long weekend. Well, the TIBA, which is it's basically the other group that's bargaining with the teachers, they voted, what was it? It was like 60% or something like that, to lock the teachers out. Like, we're not even, oh, you know what? Never mind the teachers. What do we got going on over here? Oh, man. Can I even zoom in with this? I can't zoom in with this. Let's see if I can do it this way. Those are not cows. Those are sheep. Darn it. Anyway, so I'm gonna good thing I unloaded the side-by-side earlier because I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna load up the little one. We're gonna go down and get them. But yeah, wild about the teachers. Like, one way or another, it looks like we better have somebody sitting home on Tuesday because the kids won't be going to school. The other thing I found was wild today was I was looking on CLH bid for local land to purchase. And I mean, you see one quarter that's $330,000, and I said, okay, I can reconcile myself with that. Like, it's a lot, but next quarter, $460,000. Yeah, I mean, maybe for the rich guys, maybe if it's good, like good arable land, I get it. Some people pay that just simply to hold it because it's beside them. But then I seen another quarter, and it's not far from here. It's straight north, Highway 59, and then over about 6 miles to the west. And it's got it's the quarter with 10 acres subdivided out. So it's technically 2 parcels, but it's 1 quarter with a 10-acre subdivision off of it. $630,000 is the opening bid on CLH bid. Blew my mind. Well, we located the missing sheep. They're down here. We call this the bale yard. When we first bought this place, there was some old rotten round bales here, and we did actually stack up about 400 square bales up beside the corrals because that was our theory. Is we were gonna start on with sheep, keeping them in the corrals and eating that grass up, and we quickly realized, well, what the soil conditions and the growing rate was going to be on our grass, and it wasn't very many head of sheep that were going to stay in just in this area here. So that didn't actually stay the official bale yard for very much longer. But this is a transitory area. So this links the pipeline right away. It links the forested section. It links the south, east, the north, this is like the central hub. This is the hub of the wheel for the farm. Where's the grain? Yeah, that's a good question. So because the cattle are supposed to be moving out here in a few days, the father-in-law has been feeding buckets of grain over here just to coax the cows to come into this area in towards the corrals. Seems like a pretty logical thing to do, right? Well, for whatever reason the sheep broke out. I don't know what their logic was or where they got out, but they come in here and found all that grain that he's been dumping. So I'm going to try to chase him up. I'm going to try to convince him to follow me for a fake bucket of grain. It's got grain in it, but I'm not going to give it to him. I'm going to try and get him out of here because there's enough grain that's in here that somebody could get a pretty bad tummy ache, and we certainly don't want that. Here, sheep, 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 sheep. Here, sheep, 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 sheep. We just need a couple boss ewes. That's all we really need. Here, sheep, 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 sheep. Come on, ladies. Here, sheep, 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 sheep. if I can get them all into the alleyway here and into that corral. I don't got to pen them up, but I can flip a... Hey, look at that. The dog actually did his job for once. I can get this security panel here closed up and open that into the alleyway and kick them out into the big pie-shaped piece. That ought to do it. Of course, there's even more grain in that corral. And the cows know it. Now the cows are here. My goodness. If life wasn't interesting, it sure would be dull. Well, the dog did his job once. We're going to see if he can do it again here. Come on, Ranger. Up. No, he can't. He's just over there eating cow shit. And then standing in front of the gate. Get out of there! Get out of the way! All right, with a lot of sweat, I got the sheep over there, and I want to take this security panel right here. I'm going to move it out of the alleyway to the end by that gate because they can get through that gate because they're sneaky like that. Hey, don't you even think about coming through here. Get, go. But the minute I open that, I'm going to have 50 cows rushing the corral here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to prop this open. I'll let the cows rush in. Maybe in a civilized manner, you never know. They can come in here and fill the gap. Once all the cows are in here, then I'll move the security panel and tie it up on that side. And hopefully everybody stays where they're supposed to stay for today. What's that, Finn?
It's hurting my ears.
What's hurting your ears?
That cow was on his back.
What's hurting your ears?
A cow's on milling and they're holding my ears.
Oh my goodness. And we're kind of surrounded here, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. If only everybody would go where they're supposed to go. That's the secret to life right there. If you can figure that out, how to keep the cows where the cows are supposed to be and the sheep where the sheep are supposed to be. Who needs to pursue happiness? If you could just get that much done, happiness would just happen, I think. All right. Security panel, 10-foot security panel. Right in front of a 10-foot gate. That should keep everybody on that side and everybody else on that side. That's the plan anyways. With that fiasco over, thankfully. Just come in the shop, quickly had a look at the eggs. We've been in lockdown for a couple days. Nothing hatching yet, but I have a question for anybody that has one of these little giant styrofoam incubators, because I'm sure it's not just us. Do all of your incubators just smell like wet asshole? I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. It smells like maybe it smells like a dead mouse. It's like a wet, dead mouse is what it smells like in the corner of the shop here. And I'm not digging it. I am not. We had this in the house for a while. And unplug it and we'll move it to the shop. And if they die, they die. But I got to get it out of the house. Of course, it's only 50 feet from the house to here. So nobody's going to die. But yeah, so I might have to figure something better out than just even the shop. You know, if it's too stinky for the shop, what's that all about? Maybe there's a couple rotten ones in there. I don't know. If you got an incubator like that, let me know. Does it stink too?